I want to help you unleash the true potential of your team. First of all, leaders are the very lifeline in any organization. Whether you're a sales manager, a general manager, or even the owner of the store, your leadership is essential to the performance of your team and the success of your dealership. I want to go over 4 things that are going to help you unleash the true potential of your team. Those 4 things are simply this: the way you influence, inspire, challenge, and coach your team. Influence is based on the values of your dealership. Do you understand and communicate what your values are? Let's talk about values for a minute. A lot of people think values are something like I value integrity or I value honesty, and those things are fine, but they don't really make sense if you're thinking about it. What does it really look like to value integrity? What does that mean? You need to have those clearly defined values. For instance, we're not going to lie to customers to get a sale. That's valuing integrity. That's one example. You want to outline what your values are, and you want to communicate those clearly to your team so that way you can influence them the direction that you want the dealership to go, not the direction they want to go. Unless you influence the sales staff, they're going to come up with their own ideas of what it means to sell cars. Number 2, you want to inspire your sales team. The only way they're going to be inspired to perform is if you establish goals for the dealership and for each salesperson. And then you also need to help them establish goals. So let's look at this for a second. If you have, and you say, look, we want to sell 200 cars this month. That's an idea of what you want to get, but you want to break that down. What is it monthly? What is it weekly? And what is it daily? So these are our goals for the month. We're going to hit 200 cars for the month. We're going to bring 1,000 people into the store this month. Those are goals that you can clearly define and measure on whether or not you've achieved them, and you can help inspire your sales team to set their own goals that match or align with the goals of your dealership. But you have to set those. It starts from the top down. Number 3, you want to challenge your employees. You want to challenge your sales team with a plan of action. Action is the key word in that. You want to have a plan for every single day. When they show up to work, what are they going to be doing? What are you doing every day for the success of your dealership? What are your sales managers doing for the success of the dealership? What are each salesperson's plan of action for the day? How do you define that? When they show up, what's the first half hour look like? Do they have any time of training? Do they have times where they're making phone calls, following up with previous customers? What specifically are they doing to accomplish the goals? That's what a plan of action means. And if they don't have their day planned out, I can almost guarantee you that most salespeople aren't going to do it themselves. They need direction from leaders. And I don't know how many leaders actually have a plan of action that they have. I've seen managers in dealerships that they're sitting there on their phones playing Madden or some other video game instead of actually doing something for the benefit of the dealership, and they're costing you money. You need to develop a plan of action. Number 4, coaching employees. Do you spend time understanding what motivates your employees? What is their why for being at your dealership? If you don't understand why they're there, what motivates them, you're not able to speak into what they need to accomplish and help them actually develop a good plan of action that is meaningful to accomplishing those goals that they have. All of these things play together to help unleash the true potential of your team.